find a way to punch this ball in.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, Elliott, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Then play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the move to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 69 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and this is caught by Watkins. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. On first down, Rodgers got Dobbs over the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Hey, take 26! Those 50 that you walk over here. Come on!
Now Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 60 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside give to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Room here to run.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Complete to Washington. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and worked their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Rodgers.
Finding Watkins.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Rodgers.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout.
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Fourth down, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Buying time to his... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Tampa.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. 23 yards the pickup there. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Second down, Dillon.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On second down, it's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. From the 5-yard line, with this opening drive yields 6. This is third and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. And the guys called out to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, to me, there's no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the... He's got him in! Complete! And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On play action, now Brady. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bernard. And able to work his way down to the 16. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, touchdown! A.J. Dillon, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Down at the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and then come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. An inside give to Jones. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Packers 20, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yep.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. That interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll go again to Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now Brady got to have this one.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The give is to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Second down, another shot for Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.